Hey guys, what's up everyone? Welcome back again to another video tutorial from the Apex Predator Billiards Training Club. My name is Apex Elenio, your aspiring professional pool player and pool instructor. Now in today's video, I'm going to be taking you on yet again another journey throughout the whole kicking experience, learning the art of kicking, learning the precision and accuracy and the mathematical application that goes behind learning how to kick at an object ball. I'm going to be taking you through my experience since 2014 when I was exposed first to this by the great Torluri. And just looking up at Efren Batterez, which is one of the greatest kickers in the world, he learned the art of kicking at an object ball. So of course, if this is the first time here on the channel, do not forget to hit the subscribe button below, turn on your post notification bell, leave some positive questions and comments down below, and do not forget to share this out to your pool families and communities. So let's jump right into the rack and get started here. Now guys, in my last upload where we looked at the one rail kicking system using mathematical applications, where we looked elaborately at the whole concept of adding the object ball value to the cue ball's value and dividing by 2, that gives us a reference point of aiming at one rail kick. And on my table you will find that you have to use a trace of right or left spin. Now you have to be able to test this out on your own, guys, and test your table. Some tables require spin, some table does not require spin. You have to know the rails, if it's soft, if it's hard, if it's rebounding short, if it's rebounding long. You guys have to know that. Now here again in part 2, I'm going to be highlighting the aspect of kicking at an object ball that may not necessarily be near the rail. Now remember that we said that this diamond is 10, that is 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 and 80. So our cue ball is always at 80 when it's in the corner pocket. Now when you're going to kick at an object ball, for example, I'm going to be trying to kick at the one here. And so what you have to do is that you have to pick a spot, pick a value towards the to the same side rail that you think if the cue ball was to go into that direction, it will therefore make a legal hit on the ball. So here the one ball, as demonstrated in my previous tutorial, the one ball when it's on the spot is in the trajectory where a trace of right spin, maybe about 2 o'clock spin, will give you a shot like this in the corner. That was on my first attempt there, and you'll see where the replay here is showing that I also did that very same shot, got that very same result when I was doing it when it was near the side rail. Now here, that was a successful shot. Then my objective here now is to kick at the 6 ball. So the same procedure is going to happen here. I'm going to walk around here. I know that if my cue ball is at the corner pocket, it's going to be at 80. So now you'll see where I position my cue ball here. I'm going to walk around now, and then I'm going to be looking now at a value that if the cue ball was to go to that value there, then I might make legal kick here. So I picked the number 10. So I walk around then, and I'll just add 10 to 80 and I'll get 90. 90 divided by 2 is 45. You'll see there then that I pick 45. Now I'm gonna go around, I'm gonna extend my shaft from 45 towards 10. So therefore then you see that I might hit the back end of the 6. Now I'm not very confident or comfortable with hitting it like that, so I'm gonna pick a different number. Perhaps I'm gonna pick, say here, 15. And so now I have to recalculate in my mind. 80 plus 15, that's 95. 95 divided by 2 is 47.5. You see where I'm pointing now and I'm looking. So 47.5, very close to that third diamond, just after the side pocket there. It gives me a better hit. Now I'm confident now that I'm going to hit the 6 in full, and the best part of the 6 here to hit is on the left side, where I actually have a chance of making the shot. Again, remember guys, on my table I have to use about 1 o'clock spin. So I'm going to aim at 47.5 and beautiful hit there. And you see that I got a nice result. Even though I was not actually focusing on the result of the kick, I'm just focusing on making a legal hit on the 6. I'm going to test for consistency here, because a lot of you guys I know might be asking, do you actually do this in an actual game? Well, I in particular, I'm a math teacher by profession, so I resonate well with mathematical calculations, and I do it very fast. For you may have to use feel, but feel or no feel, you still need a bit of mathematical application then to get a legal. No, you need a little bit of mathematical application to increase your sense of precision then. So you'll see that it works like magic, guys. I just want you guys to take 20 minutes of your day and you do stuff like this. Now I'm going to be going here at trying to kick at the 3 ball instead, and now I'm kicking at the rail. Not necessarily, I'm not kicking at the side rail now, I'm kicking at the end rail. Now you'll see here where my calculation changes a bit, because this diamond here is 10, right? That's 0. This is 10. This is 20. This is 30. So now I'm kicking at a diamond that is below 0. And if you know anything about math, you know that numbers below 0 is negative. So therefore now I need to kick at the 3 ball, which seems to be in the trajectory of diamond 10. So now instead of adding 10 to 80, I'm going to subtract 10 from 80. You'll see here where I'm looking at the calculation, the point of aim. So 10 minus 80, or 10 from 80 is 70. 70 divided by 2 is 35. Now I'm a little bit concerned about this kick, because I don't know the actual how it works. First I'm going to test it by staying consistent by using, as I said, 1 o'clock spin here. And so I get a fairly good hit on the left side. Wasn't the kind of hit that I would like. That was more of a hit to touch. You can see that I called the shot. So my intent here is to try to kick and get lucky, as Efren Bata would say.
Yeah, get lucky.
So now I know that for sure on my table, regardless if I'm kicking above or below the side pocket, I'm going to need 1 o'clock side spin. So here, that's a much better hit there on the 3, giving me more of a chance to make the shot. Again, guys, the focus is not on the result of the kick. The focus is to try to understand the system behind kicking at a ball anywhere on the table. It doesn't matter where it is, you can find the part here. Now, my next attempt here is to try to kick at the 4 ball. And once again, it's the same procedure. Right, I'm going to go around, all the way around to this part of the table. I'm going to pick a value that I think if the cue ball heads towards that value, then I might be able to make contact. Now we can see immediately that I picked the number 30 or the number 3. If you want to use powers of 10, it's up to you. So I picked 3. Now in my mind here, 30 plus my cue ball's value, which is at 8, is 110. 110 divided by 2 is 55. So now you can see I got down, I'm aiming between the 2nd diamond and the 3rd diamond, and I'm going to kick here and make a legal contact on that 4. So you can see it works like magic. Now guys, while feel may work when it comes to kicking, there are many times I'm almost sure that when you kick at an object ball, you sometimes, even though the kick is easy, you still miss. Adding this extra layer is going to improve your game significantly. Now I'm going to be sharing with you here a different not a different, I'm going to be sharing an alternative system. But before I get to that one, here I'm kicking at the 4 ball, which is again very close to the rail, which is a much easier kick. Same procedure here. I'm going to go ahead and subtract 10 away from 80, and I'm going to get 70, and 70 divided by 2 is 55. So you can see I'm looking at the ghost ball position for me to kick and cut that shot in. So see here it's 35. You see me aiming, and I'm looking that, okay, once I kick at 35 with running sides about 1 o'clock, I should make contact. Now remember, one of the rules when it comes to kicking is kick to make contact, do not kick to touch. Pardon me, kick to make contact, do not kick to make the shot, because on a good day you're going to make these shots here. Now I'm going to show you here an alternative system, and it's a system that I've done on my channel already, which is called the SID system. Please be sure to check that video out. It is going wild on YouTube here. I'm gonna make another attempt, and I want to try to make the shot. Boom, another legal contact. Almost made the shot there. Was a little aggressive, but as I said, on a good day you're gonna make these shots. Now, a lot of you guys may argue that what I'm about to do now, using an alternative system, you're gonna say probably because I got lucky, or maybe it's just your mind that's playing tricks on you. Believe me when I tell you that the system that I'm gonna share with you now is the most accurate one-wheel kick system that I've ever seen and I've ever used in my whole entire game. Now what you see me doing there is that I'm pointing at the diamonds, and here, this diamond here is 1, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, and in between the pocket and that rail there is 4.5, and the pocket is 5. Now my object ball, my cue ball, pardon me, goes by 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So here that the 4 ball here is at -4, it's at 4. So if therefore then I go ahead and I aim there at 35 with just an extra side spin here, you'll see where I feel more accurate. Do check out the SID system and you'll see that it actually works like magic. Now for the SID system here, all I'm going to do is just multiply 8 or 80 times, well, 8 times 4, and I get 32, and you see there that it makes the shot beautifully in the corner. Now I'm going to be doing the SID system once again on my channel, but this time it's going to be on an 8-foot table, so you'll understand a lot more about the numerical applications of that. That explanation was a bit fast, so just bear with me a little bit here until that video is released. So you have to be sure to subscribe to the channel to look out for that. So once again here, you see me doing a lot of pointing and a lot of calculations here. This is exactly what I do regardless of if I'm playing a match or not. Once I have to kick, I have to calculate. Now the 3 ball there is on diamond 3, and the cue ball is at diamond 8. So 8 times 3 is 24. Now when I multiply 8 by 3 to 24, I'm aiming about 4 increments below the second diamond, and you can see that it went full into the 3. Now I'm going to be testing for consistency here, and once again you have to test to see if it is that you're hitting the cue ball exactly where you're aiming and you're using the right amount of spin here. So now I'm going to try to kick at this shot again. Already I've done my calculations. I know that aiming from 80 to 24 is going to give me a full hit on the 3 here. Beautifully, I got consistent results. So I know exactly that I'm hitting where I'm aiming. Now to make this shot is not easy, because you have to know your table and you have to know if the object ball is going in full or it's going right in to the ghost ball section here. So it's an extra layer of spin here. Boom, caught that 3 ball in. Woo, almost scratch. You can see, even though I'm doing the video, guys, you can obviously see that this is not a case where I'm actually saying that I'm going to make the shot. I can get lucky like I just did. So that, although was calculated to precision, was a little bit of luck along with a little bit of skill.
Me, I get lucky.
Alright, so I do hope that you enjoy this little tutorial, this little guide. I'll see you in the next one, and until then, take care, bye bye. Please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in another one. Take care, bye bye.
Alive.
there. It's only research grade, that's why you cannot see how he played. And we get